Greetings, royal family. Welcome back to another episode of the Morning Boogie. Thanks for clicking on the video. I'm back at it again. Happy Wednesday, June 3rd, third day of the month. Hope all is well. Hope your mental health is stable, if not great. Try your best to protect your mental health as much as you can. All right, make sure you are hitting the like button as you enter in the chat. All right, I greatly appreciate it. Helps the videos get more visibility. Thank you. Even those of you who thumbs down the video, thanks for the engagement. Make sure you're dropping your comments throughout the commentary. I like hearing your feedback and I like engaging with you as well. All right, let's not waste any more time. Let's get straight into it. Amanda Seales. You guys heard that she did not renew her contract for the daytime talk show The Real. So she pretty much quit. That's what I say. So after she was only on the panel for 6 months as a co-host, well, she was out. Okay, so she opted not to renew her contract, and she was on Instagram Live. I can't remember, not Instagram, FaceTime, whichever one it is. The guy who played Terry Silver on Power, I don't know his name in real life, but she was having a conversation with him, and she had this to say. Like to hear it? Here it go.
You know what happened to me today?
Yes. She has arrived.
I've arrived because my contract is up at The Real, and I did not renew it because it doesn't feel good to my soul to be at a place where I cannot speak to my people the way they need to be spoken to, and where the people who are speaking to me in disparaging ways are not being handled. Mm-hmm. I'm not in a space where I can, as a full Black woman, have my voice and my coworkers also have their voices, and where the people at the top are not respecting the necessity for Black voices to be at the top too. So, you reach a point, like even when it just comes to Hollywood in general, you've seen me transform into a way that I just can't function in this place the same way. I can't. They planting white beans in my...
Well, there you have it. She basically felt stifled, she works on Fox Network. She worked on Fox Network. When she first came to the show, I said to myself, oh Lord, now where they done got Amanda from and how she agreed to this, was the money good? She is too radical for that network, for that show. You know what I mean? She's not a woman who would, to me, do well in an environment that censors you, and that's pretty much what she's saying. She said that she felt like she could not speak to her people the way she wanted to. And I could tell by her body language on certain episodes that she was basically on her way out of there, meaning that she wasn't going to be there for long. She is not following Lonnie Love on social media, but she is still following the other ladies of the cast. So she said on Twitter, she knew it was a wrap when she showed up with 2 cornrows in her hair. She is wild. She really is a rebel rouser, but she's a rebel with a cause. And a lot of people don't like her. A lot of people don't agree with some of the things that she says, but she's an educated woman and she has strong opinions. So like she said, she decided not to renew her contract. It is what it is. What is going to be of the show? I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Did you watch The Real while Amanda Seales was on the panel? And if you did, what did you think of her strong opinions? What did you think of some of her facial expressions? Because some of her facial expressions used to crack me up. Anyway, make sure you drop in your comments throughout the video. Shifting gears, this woman, Miss Ella Jones, she made history yesterday. And she was elected Ferguson. She's Ferguson's first Black female mayor. Now, I know some of you are like, who cares? But this is extremely important and significant as well in these serious times. So Miss Ella Jones, is 65. doesn't look it. And again, she was elected mayor of Ferguson, Missouri. And in doing so, she made history. Not only was she the first African American to hold the office, she's also the first woman. She is a member of the Ferguson City Council. She defeated fellow councilwoman Heather Robinette with 56% of the vote. Wow. And she said, she gave a statement to the St. Louis Dispatch, which is a local paper. She said, it's just our time. This is what she told the paper. It's just my time to do right by the people. And she was asked what her election means for Black citizens of Ferguson. And she replied, inclusion. She's also in support of peaceful protests in Minneapolis over the killing of George Floyd by a police officer. And her statement goes, I've got work to do, because when you're an African-American woman, they require more of you than they require of any counterpart. I know the people in Ferguson are ready to stabilize their community, and we're going to work together to get it done. And she is a pastor of I think it's an Episcopal church. I did also do some research and saw that she has like a strong background in science, as far as data and statistics and things like that. My kind of auntie. Yes, auntie. And look, judging by, her hair and her demeanor, honey, she looks like she's no nonsense. She has no time for the foolishness. She's also been a resident of Ferguson. She was a resident of Ferguson for 40 years. So that is significant because she knows the community. She's seen the evolution of the community. And for those of you who Ferguson may sound familiar, this is where Michael Brown was shot and killed by a police officer. Young Michael Brown, he was a teenager. He was the young man who was accused of stealing out of a convenience store. And he had his back turned to police officers who were trying to stop and question him for whatever reason. And they shot him multiple times in his back. So that was back in 2014. Fact check me if I'm incorrect. Thanks, Royal Family. But yes, so this right here is significant. May not mean anything to some of you. Some of you are probably like, I don't live in Ferguson, I don't care. But strides are being made. And for her to have 56% of the vote, that's huge. This is her second time running for this mayoral seat. So she won this time. And they are also reporting that her numbers went up since last week, since the murder of George Floyd. So some people who choose to vote, just, keep in mind that your vote definitely does matter, and not just in the presidential elections, but in your state elections as well. You know what I mean? Let's move along. I don't want to get too heavy on the politics. So let's move on. Okay. Oh, but I do want to say this though. Congratulations to Mayor Jones. Okay. And I do hope that her administration is filled with success for the people. All right. We're going to keep our eye on you, Sister Jones. Do right by them folk. Okay. Now let's get on to the shenanigans. Trina. Oh my God. So I woke up this morning and I got notifications from cancellation headquarters because, I have a direct connection to cancellation headquarters. And Trina, they added Trina to the list. I'm like, in less than 24 hours, cancellation headquarters, I'm telling you, they're working overtime. So Trina, rapper Trina, the baddest bee, she had some strong opinions on her Trick and Trina morning show. While she was expressing, how she felt about protesters, she was very, very strong and stern in her opinions of what's been going on in Miami and in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So her co-host, Trick Daddy Dollars, they have a morning show on 99 Jams, which is a radio station in Florida. Trick Daddy, poor guy, he tried his best to prove, a point and give his input, but Trina was not having it. So this is how long is this video? This is about 4 minutes and 56 seconds. Here's what she said, y'all. Some of y'all may not be aware, but here's what the baddest bee had to say.
To stem the spread of the new coronavirus in Florida, Gimenez imposed a countrywide curfew from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. and will be enforced until Gimenez lifts the order. They need to make the curfew at 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. That's how I feel.
No.
Keep everybody off the streets, these animals off the streets that are running around in Miami-Dade County acting like this.
Yes, she did say keep these animals off the street. Let's continue.
Have escaped from a zoo. Lock them up at 5 p.m. so the streets could be nice and clean. That's how I feel.
What the streets got to do with the people's lives? You got money.
We're not talking about the lives. We're not talking about
money.
that. We're not talking about the lives.
Listen,
We're not talking about that.
You got money.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
These people.
It's not about the lives, Trina. So then what is it about? And I have to keep pausing it every so often because I'm not trying to get a strike. Let's carry on.
Got to go to work.
Mm-hmm.
These people been on lockdown.
I've been on lockdown too. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You've been on lockdown.
I've been on lockdown just like them. Uh-huh.
Yeah, these people ain't been working.
Okay.
They about to lose
Unfortunately,
their
a lot
mind.
of people don't have jobs. I agree with that. Mm-hmm.
They about to lose their mind.
We all about to lose our mind. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And just because one person.
Mm-hmm. They run. So today their minds are all back. Everybody's minds is back today good? Because the weekend it was they back good, okay?
They mind. One day they gonna get their mind clear. But it'll help.
Oh, okay.
You gotta start somewhere.
Okay, that's cool.
You gotta start somewhere.
And that means tear up our city? That means tear up our city?
Ain't nobody tear up no city.
That means tear up our city. That means run through and tear up our stores and burn down our stuff and break in our stores and go and tear up Bayside Marketplace and tear up my friend's shop that has a son and a kid to take care of her family. You go demolish the shop for something?
It's always personal.
Trick can't even get a word in edgewise. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, it's definitely personal. It's definitely personal because I feel like at the end of the day,
your friend got insurance.
She got insurance, but she also been locked down for 60 days, also like us, and she also don't have money like me. So I don't approve of it. Period.
Okay.
I don't approve of it. Period.
I don't either.
Because you don't want nobody burning down Sundays. Let's be very clear.
But
okay, and you have insurance.
But
you don't
let me
want
tell
that.
you this.
You don't want to be snapped back from ribs and collard greens. Let's be very clear. Yeah.
Bring back.
We can't bring back anything. We can't bring back nobody's lives that has been taken away, whether it was from the police or in the hands of another civilian. We cannot bring them back. We cannot.
Okay.
We cannot bring them back. You cannot pump life back into them at all. I can't bring back my little brother's life. His life was taken by the hands of a man, a black man. I can't bring his life back. So what are you saying? Let's be back. Because I'm ready today. Today, I'm ready today. I am ready today, Miami. Today is the day. That's what we're talking about. Yes, I'm ready today.
All right.
Trina, today is always the day, girl. You on 20 all the time. I think Trina needs grief counseling. And I'm not trying to be funny. I really do. She's like really... Poor Trick can't even get a word in. Like, why? Mute her mic.
Now,
we're not talking about that.
We're talking about it. We're talking about it.
We're talking about it.
We're talking about it. We're talking about it. Y'all always sweep that under the rug and y'all want to make something else. We're going to talk about it all today.
All right.
Yeah.
We're talking about black lives.
All right.
The black lives that matter, right? The same black lives that are taken from the hands of other black people. Those matter too, huh? All right. Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
There goes that black on black crime narrative.
What I won't do, I would not compare.
You ain't got to compare it. You ain't got to compare it. I'm living in the life of it. It's no comparison. I feel the same way. It's no exception.
No, Trick. Uncle Trick, she's not going to let you talk. You either need to talk faster or a little bit more aggressive. Pep it up. Pep it up, Trick. She ain't going to let you get in there.
Life is a life, period. Period. Okay. A life is a life. No matter how it was taken, whether it was a car accident, whether it was from a police, whether it was from the hands of another black man, a life was taken. Simple.
Right. I got to get there. All
right.
I'm glad you said period.
Trick.
Fired Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin has been arrested and charged with third-degree murder. Third-degree murder and manslaughter. Okay, third-degree murder means a homicide committed with the intention of causing bodily harm but not necessarily death. If convicted, he could get 25 years in prison or a murder charge up to 10 years in prison for manslaughter. And that's supposed to justify everything, right? Like, are you going to put him in a death chair? Because otherwise, all the rest of the stuff y'all doing don't make sense to me. That's what I'm saying.
Flag on the play, Trina. Contradictory statement. An incoherent point made.
Now, I I have so much to say, Miami.
We know.
Fired up. I am pissed off, and I am ready today. So
be careful
that's
what
it.
you say.
I don't have to be careful what I say. I'm a grown person, and I'm not contradicting myself at all.
Trick realized that at this point, Trick realized she was contradicting herself, even though he sounds a little bit confused and like he was halfway asleep. Trina.
I know what I want to say. I have everything I want to say, and not you and nobody else ain't going to tell me how to say it. This morning, Monday morning, I am ready. I'm ready to speak and say what I got to say. All y'all fake for the protests and the fake. Oh, we so concerned about George Floyd. Half of y'all are marching are not even caring about this man. People are just doing it maliciously.
Everybody was in looting and burning up stuff.
Tell her, Trick.
So you cannot compare what other people are doing to the people that are using this for the wrong reason. Yeah. Because it's a handful of them. It's only a handful of them. The rest of us are tired of it. When the police get behind you and the red and blue lights come on, you're not supposed to be scared. You're not supposed to be scared.
I'm never scared. I have my license and registration and insurance. I'm not scared. I know my rights.
Everybody that got killed by the police.
Exactly.
That's it for
not necessarily. Not necessarily.
That's it for Trina's tea.
Trina, I just want to know, are you trying to wasn't she canceled before? But then again, everybody has their own criteria for cancel culture. Now, what do you guys think about her strong opinions? Now, I'm the type of person, you have your opinions, that it is what it is. You know, I don't have to agree with you. But I think that Trina was operating from a place of high emotions, which is fine. She's human, but she was contradicting herself. What exactly is your issue? You know, you were very angry, calling people animals, and Trick was trying to point out the fact that the people that are looting, it's a small percentage in comparison to the people who are peacefully protesting. And I think that the news, you know what I mean, on television is doing a good job perpetuating that negative stereotype or that false narrative that, oh, you know, yes, melee is breaking out across the country, right? But you very rarely see them showcasing the peaceful protests. And even there are peaceful protests where people are being like targeted. I don't like someone who's not even a threat. People being pulled out of their cars, maced and tased. People who are walking home who are not even a part of the protest are being, you know, attacked with tear gas and rubber bullets. Anyway, well, Trina, she was getting dragged on Twitter, okay? And she was clapping back. She don't care. She said what she said. So this tweet says, the problem with some of y'all don't want to hear the truth. Well, y'all can be mad. Y'all should put that anger and frustration into doing something better instead of talking ish about people. What? That was so doing something better like what? What do you mean? That was such a empty point. See, you're reacting off of emotion. And God, people were calling on KHIA. People were tagging KHIA. Now, KHIA just made a Twitter account last month. So people were tagging her. People were saying KHIA, she needs to be on the docket. This is what KHIA had to say. She said, Trick, and there's a dog emoji, is loose because KHIA calls Trina a basset hound. We the people say cancellations are in order. Katrina Sourpuss Harper, your ass on the docket. Yo ass is on the docket. I told y'all this whore was canceled 20 years ago. I said, Lord, who done gave KHIA a Twitter? Who done show her how to set up Twitter? But it doesn't stop there. Trina clapped back. She's referring to KHIA. And Dirty Dreads, you're ugly A, always talking about somebody's meow meow. You want it so bad. Worry about them old ass gold in your mouth. and that dusty bookshelf you sit in front of, bum. This is just bad. Trina, girl, like, what's up? Like, what's up, sis? It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on with Trina. So she says she meant what she said, and she said what she meant. Trina is not backing down. Now, KHIA is going back and forth. If you follow her on Twitter or look up her Twitter page, you'll see what I mean. She got time. Oh, Trina. You know, when she said that her license and registration are good, because Trick was trying to make a point that when officers pull up behind you and you getting stopped by the cops, you're not supposed to be scared when you see those red and blue flashing lights, you know? She said her license and registration are good, so she ain't worried. I'm like, oh. In my opinion, you know what? I like, people are going to drag her. She doesn't even need to be dragged. She does, but she doesn't. You know, she's grossly ill-informed, you know? I'll stop there. She's just embarrassing herself. And she really is, to me, making it worse by calling people names. Masika Kalisha, who is the mother of Fetty Wap's, one of Fetty Wap's daughters. She was on Twitter calling her out, and, you know, Trina's just going back and forth, responding to people, calling them out of their name. You're making it worse. I mean, if you stand strong on this point, you know what? Let me stop trying to make sense out of this girl. She said what she said. It is what it is. I just feel like she is grossly ill-informed, and she's angry. And I look forward to seeing if she tries to clean this up. Not necessarily apologize, because that's just such a cop-out these days. But I'll be curious to see if she can elaborate on her rant, if she can make sense of this. This is a mess. Royal family, get that in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've seen the Twitter, you know, chaos in reference to canceling Trina. Like, somebody is getting canceled 2 to 3 times a day in these streets. Hopefully you guys are protecting your mental health as much as you can. I know that's easier said than done, but just try. You know, I listen to a lot of meditation music. Like, I'll just be throughout the house if I'm straightening up, or when I'm preparing my notes, I'll just put on meditation music. I don't know, maybe that will help. I'm trying to give suggestions. You know, information helps. Anyway, Royal family, this concludes this episode of the Morning Boogie. Like I said, be sure to drop your comments if you're watching the replay. Thanks for clicking on the video. Make sure you like, comment respectfully. And if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my uploads. Can't wait to read your comments. Yeah, so I'll be chatting with you guys during this premiere. This is pre-recorded, but I like premiering it. This way we can chat in the comment section. So this is the afternoon edition of the Morning Boogie, because it's not morning where I am, but it's morning somewhere. So I will see you guys soon. Until next time, peace.